answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you.
All right, surprise, surprise. Look who popped up on the scene, big baby. Y'all know, I was sitting there, let me take this off the screen. There's no way that I'm going to miss or not be live streamed for Miss Henyard allegedly grand finale, okay? We haven't heard anything from Henyard, and according to this agenda right here, Hey, guess what? I got the agenda. Let me just turn this down real quick. It'll be starting in a few. And guess what? Didn't we just... I know y'all love me. I love y'all too. They look like they're going to try to approve Pablo's. Oh, snap, dog. Look at it, y'all. Levi family. We got the 8-ball. Hold on. So this is the right one, okay? I know I ain't tripping. This ain't March 3rd. I got the right one up, y'all, now. This packet included it. The one I had put up didn't. Check it out. I was like, okay, what we got going on here? We're going to look at this proposed Class A classification, certain properties. We're going to go into that when we do our deep dive tomorrow. But yeah, hold on. Where did I see Pablo's? There we go. I know I ain't tripping. Motion to override Mayor Henyard's de facto veto of Pablo's Cafe liquor license. Yes. So we got the 8-ball, y'all. As soon as we start talking about something, just get on the agenda. I appreciate it. You know, that's God. And we're going to go over this settlement tomorrow, too, as well. Ms. Johnson, I believe that dealt with the employment, one of the employee issues that we went through. We're going to recheck that to see if that was the one that was filed with Ms. Williams and Johnson at the same time, because there's two Williams case. The Williams that dealt with the protest and the other Williams that had to do with being fired. Okay, so I was like, oh, snap. All right, so those are two of the highlights for right now. We're going to put the meeting back on the screen, and I think we should be starting soon. Shout out to the Dolton Trustees. Shout out to Miss Nicole. She got the best of it, the best clip. But here, item B, it says discuss. I can show you guys. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot and just so I can pop it on the screen instead of having to switch things over. Oh my God! I was just about to say didn't I say I wasn't gonna say her name? Oh my God! Do y'all hear that? That's the call of the wild. Y'all know who that is? Fuck! I gotta go back to the thing. That's Trina. Oh. Shit, let me go back to Nicole. Something happened to y'all. Fuck, can't go Trina again.
She's so. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just a little. Y'all said sorry. Yeah, here she comes disrupting stuff. She's an ignorant bee, and that's Trina Downs.
I knew she was coming though. I meant to tell y'all. Yes, y'all heard it.
Out here just acting a fool for no reason, like it's cute or something.
Tiffany ain't coming. Trina said, I'm coming to tear shit up.
Oh, thank you again, dear.
Now, I sort of live, and it's so funny because Trina things don't pop up on my feed a lot at all. I couldn't find her. And then it popped up, and she like driving or something, and I see her on her way. She's showing everything, the little street that has everything on it. And I was like, "Oh, that's good," because I would probably want to use this piece of clip and then use the map to show y'all what I'm gonna show y'all later on. But I said, "Is she going to the meeting? Is she going to the meeting?" So they told her to leave. You know she's gonna file a complaint. Well, at least it ain't Harvey. I'm gonna keep it real, because if you had that jigger, he would have gave her a $500 fine and locked the ass up. Yeah, that's the shit that's going on over there. They weird. But this Trina, bad girl. All of the behave. I'll have to take it back to this one.
Okay. Oh, Black Beauty, thank you for the love. That's so sweet.
We just missed Trina. We heard the yelling. So we got all of her yelling, and then we just saw her walking out. I should have probably just stayed here a few more minutes more. We would have caught that too, y'all. That is ridiculous. Our Henyard goes. It's so, like, I can't make an assumption on who is who, but everybody got their own way of like approaching things, and you make your assumption. But that shit is not acceptable, no matter what side you on. That is the problem. It makes people intimidated. Well, Clean House 25 people from Dolton Pod, them always ain't put. They ain't even intimidated about nothing. They can handle Trina ass. So, but it's still either way. You see, one side setting up fights and the other side supporter, like they the same some way. But yeah, Trina, that's unacceptable. She know it. But whatever. At this point, I think this race is in the bag, possibly by the way it looks. We still have, like I said, 28 days, 27 days. Yep, probably. How I done mess with this lady all that time, and I'm like, uh-oh, God, what's wrong with her? I told y'all that's my Haitian side. My people in Haiti, they say what they want. I grew up out here, but my house, we say what we want. Sometimes they get a little, and then, you don't see the person for a while. You go right, where is he at? You want some beans and rice? So I know that sounds dysfunctional, and that's not what I like. But that's how it is out there too. Because them politics be switching over around. Like, I like you today, don't like you tomorrow, you on my team. So that's why I understood what was going on with those to the dysfunction, but it's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? We too far to keep doing it, and we in a fucked up situation as American citizens, not just Dolton. So at this point, I like cracking jokes, what we're gonna do, but baby, we making plans. Because somehow we're going to have to band the fuck together eventually. You know what I'm saying? Has she lost her suburbs yet? Has she lost her suburban yet? I do apologize. I couldn't even get it out. I want to see, because that was something that they visited a long time to take her Tahoe away. I got tongue-tied there. I do apologize. Maybe I'll make a freedom of information request. Maybe be like, they're going to get them. They're going to be like, I'm tired of her. Put Grace back in the mess so she can stop fucking freedom of information us. Fuck this. Let her just talk shit about anything. But maybe I can. Because we haven't heard anything about the Tahoes or the cars that they were taking back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then they did allegedly have Melanie Fitness up for sale. Nobody want to buy it. That's why I really think they need to change it into a children YMCA, a community center, and dedicated to Alexis, baby, or at least put it in her honor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, throwing that out there. Can't wait to hear Carver. I'm going to just say Stan remix.
Good evening, everyone. All right. I just want to say, I talked to, is she still here? Cassandra? She's not here. Okay. I asked her a simple question, which she could not answer. And unfortunately, I got the runaround. I wish she was here. I got a spiel. She couldn't answer my question, but she wanted to overtalk me. And I asked her, can you just answer my question? What is it that you believe these trustees have done wrong? Because you keep saying that they're crooked, they've done something wrong, but you are not telling me anything. She cuts me off again. She can't give me an answer. So I politely say, okay, you want to talk over me? You want to answer my question? You're doing a Henyard on me. What did I say that for? The lady called me a little girl, told me basically to get a life. So anybody that's running as a candidate for the mayor, you would think that person would want to address your question, give you an answer. You would think that person would want you to know what their platform is instead of being combative with them. I have high anxiety, and that woman is causing the same anxiety as the outgoing mayor, and I can't deal with nobody like that. So that's all I have to say, people. I'm sorry. I have to get that out because I still have anxiety. So thank you all for listening.
I'm sorry, babe.
Thank you.
I love my trustees.
Sorry.
Soon to be mayor.
Another 8-ball, y'all. Staffing issues. There go my boo, y'all. There we go. Shout out to Alexis. Justice for Alexis.
My name is Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef, human rights activist in Chicago. Congratulations to the City Council and the new administration is coming forward to Dolton. The cloud has hovered over the city for over 4 years now. It is now over. To the candidates and all those running, tonight is a perfect night to show leadership, commitment, and willingness to listen. Alexis Wilson was murdered by Officer Perez
Go.
in 2021 for simply being a young Black woman and a young Black female. Her life mattered.
Yes, it does.
And will always matter. No matter what we do, her soul now rests and her memory is left for those who mourn for her. Her mother, Cara, her father, Alonzo, and all her family love her. Will this family of Alexis Wilson please stand? Tonight, I want to propose before the candidates and the trustees and all who is running for office that it's now time to rename the street of Sibley, 147th Street, after the name of Alexis Wilson. To name it Alexis Wilson Boulevard. Why is this important to do? The life of Alexis Wilson put this city of Dolton on the map. The life of Alexis was the beginning that exposed the disgraceful Mayor Tiffany Henyard. It is the life of Alexis, whose life was taken and is now a new beginning for you that you're now enduring. I hear the slogan, clean the house. You cannot clean the house until the name of Alexis is respected and honored this way. With what I'm proposing, this city owes this family to submit the name of Alexis in our own street named after her, so everyone can remember her name, and that everyone will remember the tragedy, that everyone will remember the cloud that you all endured, that was because of Alexis that you're now enjoying today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. On to general announcements. About any board members have announcements at this time?
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem.
Okay, Trustee Tammy Brown.
Good evening, everyone. I have 2 announcements to make.
this evening. This Saturday, Tea with the Trustees. This Saturday, 9:30, in the same exact room, Tea with the Trustees. Awesome turnout last month. Great time. It's the time for the residents to come out and tell us what you want to see done and to happen, and for us to exchange ideas as to how we're going to move this village forward. So it's an awesome time, 9:30, networking, fellowship. We have an awesome time and an awesome turnout last month. So please, let's do even better this month in the same exact room this coming Saturday, 9:30 a.m. As I said, I expect to see everyone in this room here this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. Also, Saturday was supposed to be the expungement summit. We had to cancel it with our attorneys. One of the attorneys' father passed away, and we had to reschedule the date. I will keep everyone posted as to when the next date of our expungement summit will happen. Hopefully in April. We're working on it, but I definitely will keep everyone posted. So many people have called that are interested in an expungement summit, and I'm looking forward to doing it, but I will keep everyone posted. So please, please, please look on Facebook for the Dolton Trustees page and also on my page, but I will keep everyone posted as to when the next date that we will have the expungement summit. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd just like to say the residents did speak, and that's good and understandable. I got an energetic board here. Tammy Brown had me in class today for 2.5 hours. So got to get my brain to work again. I'd just like to say a date is coming that the pastor, myself, and Abundant Living Christian Center, we're looking at starting a fashion designer class for youth and adults. So that day is coming. We got some fashion designers that will be visiting us. So that'll be coming shortly. So if anyone like to do fashion designing, we're gonna put it together. So thanks again. Look like a lot of energy right here. So it looks like it's gonna be a good time. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Trustee Stan. There was some talk about the upcoming. I want to just encourage everybody. Well, I want to thank everybody, of course, for coming out to vote. We reached approximately 4,500 votes. So the vote turnout is what is critical. It went up from about 2,900 to 4,500 residents being engaged and making sure that we care. We have an upcoming election April 1st, and we want to make sure that we continue to have engagement, everybody's voice be heard, no matter who you vote for. So make sure your voice is heard. That engagement and inclusion will mean a lot, not only for the city of Dolton or the village of Dolton. Also, it goes a long way into making sure that our population or our counts, we can get more resources into the community. A more engaged community brings more dollars, and Lord knows we're going to need some of those. Again, thanks for all the encouragement. And I want to highlight throughout the previous campaign or election, myself, of course, with our colleagues on the board, my running mates, really were encouraged by the support that we got. And what we really tried to embody and work to embody at all times is listening to the voice of the residents. The slogan "Clean House" came from a Dolton resident. It was Allison. Okay, I'm going to forget the name, but it's not Clerk Allison. It's a Dolton resident, Allison. As we talked about what's needed, it was brainstorming with former Commissioner Kevin Bowen that we came up with changing the narrative of Dolton. So this board is about making sure that we listen to the residents and we are able to actually take things and put them into action. That's really what we're here to do. The talent we know is already in this village. We just have to continue to band together. You're gonna forgive me because I missed. I'm drawing a blank on your last name. This wonderful woman here, right here. Mrs. Wheatley almost took my speech when she went up there. But I have to say that as we're talking about changing the narrative, we've all come together under one common goal and one common good. Many people are saying, let's see how they stick together now. Because in the weight of what we've gone through, there still is a lot of hurt and a lot of anger and a lot of frustration. Over the last 12 years, our village has always remained divided, board versus mayor, board versus mayor. I think what made our most recent times is we made it community versus mayor, and that community extended into other states. And we want to always be mindful of what somebody else is going through. So if there's hard feelings with one another, we have to sit down together and learn how to talk it out. The board and myself, we will always remain here. We're going to continue the things that we've done well. We feel like Tea with the Trustees has been an overwhelming success. We're going to continue it. Trustee Belcher mentioned the night of prayer. That's going to continue to go. We see the activities that Trustee Tammy Brown is doing along with the expungement services, and honest to God, she is everywhere. Trustee Norwood, I'm surprised she's sitting still this long because she doesn't sit down, but she will be doing awesome things with the youth. And Trustee Stan Brown is committed to mowing every grass in the village of Dolton for free. Is that what I heard you say? Okay, I didn't hear that. He is committed to being a dedicated member with our Public Works Committee and other committees, as he's always been an active member of this community. So I'm saying that there's going to be some rough days ahead. So we're turning the curve, but we want to do it together and continue that same community spirit. I guess that's my message. So having said that, we're going to conclude now, and I'm going to move into the village clerk's report and turn over to Deputy Clerk Montgomery. Electronic warrant list for January 31st, 2025, with corporate payments of $136,581.10. Water fund register payments, $406,296.28. Total payments on this register, $542,877.38. Is there a motion to approve the electronic list as read?
I make a motion to approve the electronic warrant list.
Second.
Okay, that was a close call. Okay, I'm gonna say.
Pick any Brown.
All right, well, motion Trustee Kiana Belcher, second Trustee Tammy Brown. Any discussion on this? Okay, hearing none. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we'll go to our corporate AP list, which is dated March 3rd, 2025, with corporate payments, $918,029.33. Gross payroll February 7th, $434,043.37. Gross payroll February 21st, $416,263.49. Melanie Fitness Center payments, $1,244.32. Total payments on this register, $1,769,580.51. Is there a motion to approve these bills?
Motion to accept is read.
Here are motions, Trustee Stan Brown. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we have motion second by Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? No discussion. Deputy Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown,
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House,
Aye.
Trustee Norwood,
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown,
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, next we'll go into new business. Item A, a motion to approve resolution 25-001, proposing class 8 classification of certain property within the village, 44 East Sibley. Dalton, PIN number is red. Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Here, a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Here, a motion, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee Norwood. Any discussion?
Yeah, I have discussion.
Okay, Trustee Norwood.
I just want to state that in regards to the class 8s, because I know that in the past we've heard residents inquire regarding them. And I just want to make it known that our goal, we're discussing moving forward, and we're making plans to make our town whole. And with doing so, the business sector is a very important part. So I think that our goal is to make sure that we can keep these businesses occupied, and the ones that are vacant, we can bring new businesses and we can bring new revenues back to our town. And providing other businesses with a class 8 just makes it easier for them to stay, which would mean that we will have one less eyesore while we continue to rebuild what we have. And not only that, I would also like to make it known that
my only suggestion to the businesses, and I hope that I can propose this or just suggest, is that we just make sure that as the board, as we're trying to make it easier for them, if they can just, in regards to the community, I know that it's a new business and they'll be hiring. If they can just keep it open to Dolton residents, that will be great for the community also, so that we can continue to build together. And we know that times are hard, so a lot of people are looking for jobs, and if they can find them in their own backyard, that'll be a plus also. That's it for me, Madam President. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Trustee Norwood. I will make a comment. As businesses come into this community, it'll be as much of a mandate as legally possible. So that Mike doesn't look at me funny. That Dolton residents are hired, and we are working on community benefit agreements for new businesses as well. F, direction to pay judgment entered in Nexstar Media versus the Village of Dolton, case 24CH5094, in the amount of $52,124.26. Is there a motion?
Actually, Mayor Pro Tem, there's no need to have a motion on this. I asked for this to be put on the agenda just as a matter of information for the general public. This is just to put on the agenda to advise the public that a judgment was entered against the Village of Dolton in the case that you just listed out. This is a FOIA case, and the reason I wanted it on the agenda and make everyone aware that although there's going to be a change in administration, unfortunately, the next board and the residents of the village are going to be faced with cleaning up a number of matters that you're inheriting from the current administration. This is a result of a FOIA dating back to late of 2023, wherein Nexstar Media issued a FOIA request looking for Mayor Henyard's credit card statements, the leases for her security detail, and payroll records for Mayor Henyard for the year of 2023. Obviously, these are all records and information that are generally available at the Village Hall, easily obtainable, but for reasons that I don't think need to be stated, the records were not turned over, despite a number of requests by Nexstar Media. In fact, there was a change of who the FOIA officer was at the time at the Village of Dolton in an effort to block the information from going out. And unfortunately, they had to file a lawsuit, and they won their lawsuit. With these FOIA requests, if they're not answered in a timely manner, and if it's shown to be not answered in a deliberate or bad faith manner, they're entitled to their attorney's fees. So the village has to pay out of this dollar amount a $2,500 penalty, which is minimal, although there should be no payment if the records are just turned over. But the village is stuck with a bill of attorney's fees for Nexstar Media in the amount of $49,624.26. So that's what brings it up to the $52,000. So because these records were not turned over, which again, it's a matter of simple record keeping in the village. The records were available. There's no reason not to have turned these documents over. The taxpayers are going to end up having to pony up $52,000. So I just wanted everyone to be made aware of that and why that's on there, rather than just people being FOIA or become aware of the judgment against the village. I think they're deserving of some background information. Unfortunately, I think you inherited a number of other litigation cases, a number of FOIA cases, and we're working to get those resolved, but it's going to cost the village money.
Okay. Thanks for that update, Attorney McGrath.
Don't get me
So
there,
I think we'll
Billy.
go next into the motion to override Mayor Henyard's de facto veto of Pablo Cafe's liquor license. Is there a motion to override this de facto veto?
I make a motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Your motion, Trustee Belcher, second, Trustee Stanley Brown. I'll ask, you want to elaborate on this? I'll ask Attorney McGrath to elaborate something.
If I can, I apologize for my voice. I think I'm I'm losing it from singing last Tuesday night. But in any event, we had to go to court many months ago to obtain a preliminary injunction to allow the mayor pro tem to sign checks to make payments where or when Mayor Henyard and her administration refused to make payments for items that were approved. We've now learned that there's a number of locations, businesses that are not getting their business licenses or liquor licenses either renewed or signed off on, even though they're qualified and able to have liquor licenses. One example is Pablo's Cafe, which Mayor Henyard's administration moved to terminate their liquor license a couple of years ago. Pablo's Cafe appealed that to the Illinois Liquor Control Commission, which ruled last August that they were entitled to have their local liquor license. Despite the state ruling last August that Pablo's was entitled to have a liquor license, Mayor Henyard and her administration refused to grant or sign off on any liquor licenses. So we went back to court in the last couple of weeks, and Judge Cohen allowed us to extend or make the preliminary injunction broader to allow the mayor pro tem to sign off on liquor licenses where they're entitled to have such a liquor license. So Pablo's liquor license was prepared, sat on the mayor's desk for a couple of weeks. She refused to sign the liquor license. So, pardon me, Judge Cohen views actions like that as being a de facto veto of the liquor license. So we have to follow certain steps and let the public know and put it on an agenda that the board is acting to override the de facto veto by Mayor Henyard and not signing Pablo's Cafe. So with this motion, if it is approved, the mayor pro tem can sign Pablo's liquor license after this meeting rather.
All right, and Attorney McGrath, let me, just for clarity, if the board were to not move forward, then that would put us at another losing lawsuit. Am I correct on that?
Pablo's Cafe has a current lawsuit against the village based upon the actions of Mayor Henyard. This does not remedy or take care of that case completely. That case is continuing. Hopefully we can resolve that in short order, but this will allow Pablo's Cafe to have their local liquor license and then open up once they comply with all of their code sections.
Okay, thank you very much. Any further discussion? Did we motion in second?
There was a motion in second.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Trustee Belcher?
No, I was saying, yes, we motion. Second.
Okay, so with that being said, I'll ask Deputy Clerk, please call the roll on this item.
Sure. Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay, and then we have item H, which is the approval of settlement in Karen Johnson versus Village of Dolton. Case described in the agenda in the amount of $35,000. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, hearing a motion by Trustee Belcher, second by Trustee Norwood. Any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Trustee Tammy Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Stan Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Okay. And at this point, we have already completed executive session. I believe we have reached the conclusion of our agenda.
Won't he do it?
I will ask for entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Hearing a motion, Trustee Belcher, second Trustee Stan Brown. Please call the roll.
All right, y'all. We got a little bit to talk about, y'all.
Aye. Trustee Stanley Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem House.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
All right.
Motion passed. Meeting adjourned at 8 p.m.
All right, y'all. Let's get to it. We about to break this down real quick. I'm gonna do that right now. Shout out to my moms who's here with me. I love you. Now, honeymoon, you my boo. We gonna go through it. You already know. 8 balls all up in the chat. That's why I say it's nothing wrong with having a small channel. It's just about the substance. And I do honestly believe, and I said it plenty of times, that I do think they're listening to at least the people who have the substance. Now, we have talked about Pablo's. We just re-updated y'all on Pablo's, saying that, oh my God, they're going to be basically taking this into the new administration. It's just going to be a lot to follow through. It has stuff already scheduled up to October for it to be the closing date, to get all of the hearing information in and, sharing all the evidence. And as well as, I do believe, keep your eyes open, going to throw another ball out there, event towing is coming up. A lot of the lawsuits that we have brung up and just kind of reiterated with, it seems to be coming up on the agenda. So that is a blessing. But because I'm hitting Pablo's, what makes Pablo's case so significant, because as the lawyer said, well, this is only going to hit half of the monkey, half of the issues, because when you remember, that case was so gross. We had short arms Lacey locking him up several times. I think it was about 8 or 9, 11. No, it was 11. Remember, I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 coming in there without a warrant. Not to mention, hold on, no. Matter of fact, let me switch this up. Let me clarify this. The 11, I believe, was Yvette towing. Pablo's, he had about, I'm correcting it, 3 or 4 events with them running down on him, but they got mad after he talked to the media, remember? And then they chased after the media. I do apologize for mixing it up. Y'all know it's so many stories, but the other one had 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, it was just gross. Either way, Lacey was involved in both of those cases. So what it looks like to me is that a portion of it is going to be settled as far as his license, and hopefully he can get on board to start doing business out there. As far as the Lacey running in, unlawful detainment, all of that, they're going to still have to pay. Another thing that I want to highlight, I just sent you the agenda. It took me a second to find it too, girl. Love you and thank you for all your support. Best of Us, when you said, oh my God, $52,000 judgment for freedom of information request denial. This is what I've been telling you guys. They are on it. And when you put freedom of information requests, follow up, because it is a liability. So that's why they do take it serious. The ones who know that a lawsuit can't follow. I have talked to my people in the background and say, baby, they're about a second because the lawsuit is going to come. Yes, I can sue them for not providing the information they're supposed to provide. I.e. example, when they said, I told you, I sent in, I don't know if you heard that, I sent in a freedom of information request in January about Officer Carlton, and they said they had no records. So that's what we were talking about just before the meeting start. And public access is following up right now. And I told you I got a good relationship with them because I'm nice. I practice kindness. They like, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with your situation. So what are you trying to tell us about this? They didn't have an attitude or nothing. I said, baby, here go the facts. I didn't say baby. I said it professional. So with that goes to say, if you put any freedom of information request in, know the liability is on the person you're putting it in to. They have a certain amount of time to respond. Usually it's 7 days. They ask for, or 14, depending on state. They ask for extension. You give it to them. If you feel like something is funny, you can move it forward to the public access network in your state. Pray to God that Trump don't dismantle it, because we'll have to do all of that our damn self. Okay, now let me just get back to it. Do y'all want me to put the agenda on the screen since the meeting is done? I could just put it on the screen, y'all. Thank you for being with me. You know, y'all can be anywhere, but y'all gonna get it here today. Y'all know what we do. Let me make sure I got the right one up, because this is the 8-Ball Club group. This is the 8-Ball Club. I'm so grateful because they really fixing stuff, though. That's my main thing. It's cute to be, yay, I'm right. Oh, yeah, I predict that. But I really need these people to fix stuff. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, all right. This is, hold on. I have wrote some notes down. So here, let's just start from the top. Motion resolution, the proposal for class 8 classification. Now, the reason why I think they went into detail to discuss that, they was like Grace watching. She gonna go get the law. She gonna tell them what the hell it is. So let us. They didn't explain what the laws is, but they did try to, shut up, pussyfoot. I'm just playing. They tried to like shuck it down. Like, let me tell y'all the reason why we doing this because we're trying to retain businesses. It's okay. This is okay, but it's a little bit too much for me. So this was Cook County Assessor's Office, and this is the classification. So this is a class 8. Now, when I was looking at the agenda, I can't tell if it's RC, or EC because I was kind of reading that. You saw me when I had the serious face. I was looking for this. So I'm thinking it's going to fall under, let's say if it's industrial, let's say, or commercial. Hold on, what it is? Classification of certain properties. So it didn't say if it was industrial or if it was commercial in the agenda, but basically industrial properties. Imagine this: 10% for the first 10 years, and for any subsequent 10-year renewal. Now, I don't know if it's more than one, but subsequent mean the following, and they have to apply for it. So it'll be 20 years of taxes of 10%. If they don't renew in the first 10 years, then the incentive, it says if the incentive is not renewed, then it basically kind of moderately go up, where it'll be 15% on the 11th year and 20% by the 12th year. The goal is to get it to 20%. I just think the incentive is a little bit too long. Maybe you could do 5 year or even 2 year and 5 year. Baby, y'all know how I am. I'm frugal with some shit. So I think that's probably why they went in to say that, like, hey, but then he also talked about making sure that the business incentive incorporates hiring or community hiring. So this class 8 EC at the bottom, we're just going to zoom it up. Commercial property, 10%. This is kind of like the same thing for the first 10 years and for the subsequent year, 10 years with renewal. If the incentive is not renewed, 15% in 11 years, 20% in 12 years, including properties in the critical emergency employment retention modification program. So it sounds like, I'm going to re-listen to that, but it sounds like this class 8 may incorporate that. And that's why I said, put an 8 ball on there, guys, because that's exactly what we were talking about. You're going to bring something in, make sure that it's going to be employable for your class of residents. It's cute to bring a semiconductor factory in there, but how many of your children taking science and becoming engineers and that type of stuff? I mean, there's other jobs like cafeteria or maintenance, but you know what I'm saying? Why we can't get engineers, things like that, and that goes right into the school program, education. What I did like was that, again, they stress, come down and talk to us, give us your ideas, because it is more than just, we got 20 days and we're going to get clean house in there. It is the time to ask those questions, and they're saying, come with your ideas. Let's see what we can do. Now, I do want to highlight this. I gotta highlight this. I gotta be fictitious. Don't beat my butt. Miss Brown, Miss Tammy Brown. Now, I made the face like I was back there making hella faces. Y'all know I like to react, but because I knew we were watching this in real time, I had to take a whole glass and shut the hell up. Miss Tammy Brown, you came up with that incentive program 2 meetings ago or so, because I was excited as all hell. I was, to help expunge some people's record. Like I said, people can be you don't have to just throw everybody in the garbage, especially if they rehab themselves, if they acclimated back into society in a manner that's going to be productive after jail. I just pray our jail start doing better, as far as getting them prepared for outside. But this particular program, I was looking for, like, yeah. But I just missed a lot. Oh, it's okay. You can rewind. So basically, she didn't have it yet. And I'm like, am I getting deja vu when you said that the lawyer father died? I think that was 2 months ago. Am I not mistaken? So I hope that they get that off the ground and that you know that don't be nothing that linger on and kind of like just disappear because I do think people may need that. So I was like, Tammy, you know I love you. You be right on task, quiet, minding your business, but you better get another lawyer up in there, expunge them damn papers. Okay, so also she said meet them on April 23rd for prayer in Dolton. And I do think that Dolton need prayer, but it's more than prayer. Dalton need God because people pray, but they don't pray to God. So when you keep God in your heart, you move a little different and you pray a little different. But when you just like, I just give me the car, get this shot in my face. Yeah, y'all gonna need a little bit of Jesus in y'all life. So when y'all pray, I'm gonna be praying for y'all. Say, Holy Spirit, bring the Jesus Christ into them. Because when you have the Christ consciousness in the heart, you're gonna do a little better. Shout out to Stan. I'm gonna just have to say this. Stan, remix the Bible. At least you know he know part of the Bible. I think he did Psalms 91, Psalms 21 mixed up with a little bit of remix in your life. But like God says, he just wants you to talk to him. So that's why I was cracking up. I wasn't disrespecting Stan prayer. Especially even when Hunt was praying, I felt like people shouldn't have disrespected the prayer. I was laughing because I was like, did he just remix Psalms 91 and 121 and then put a little spice in the middle of it? I'm gonna kick Stan ass. Excuse my language. So that was funny. Also, I did want to show you guys, but I wasn't totally prepared. Shout out to Brittany. You know why? Because y'all remember a while ago I had showed y'all the video of Brittany, not Brittany, of them doing like Zoom dancing and stuff, Zumba. And I was like, yo, let me find out these ain't out there moving. They just showing it. Like, I don't see them moving. Brittany was getting down. Fuck around, find out. I'll probably pull up the video. But I want to definitely just say shout out to Brittany because she was there doing her Zumba, lifting her legs higher than the average. So she wasn't perpetrating a fraud. I really appreciated that. So I just had to put that out there. I don't have the clip right this second. I'm not about to get distracted. But yeah, Brittany was out there doing her damn thing. So I like to see that because they were bringing this stuff in. They're bringing what they're bringing to the people and in real time to real life and also showing that they real people. And I love that. That's what I love. Because the first time I was like, they not even Zumba. Who the hell not? And shit, Brittany was like, lift them legs, lift them legs. I said, oh shit, she doing better than me. My little ass be over there huffing and puffing because I haven't been working out, y'all. All right, let's see what else. All right, so Stan did mention something. I appreciate it, Stan, but baby, I'm gonna have to have you raise the bar. He mentioned something about fashion design. And I do understand the concept. I think it would try to gravitate younger people there, but in this particular situation, we can't do a play it type of how can I say activity. I think it has to be in between what people like, indulge in what they need. So, ideas like branching and connecting with the college students and having them do incentive programs with you guys, as far as how to make sure how to get in college, apply for college loans, how to pass SATs, tutoring, starting a business for young people. I'm talking about some hardcore bangers, trades, teaching. Like, all right, this is what I was thinking. I just gotta throw this out here. Maybe y'all gonna do it. All right. So what they do to us as nurses that we always have to have like in service. Like it's ridiculous. So what they do is every 6 months or once a year they'll set up booths, and it'll literally like how a pop-up shop is set up, but they'll have each skill. So we'll do G tubes, we'll do Foley's, we'll do needle sticks, the easy stuff, the basic stuff. But these are all state requirements. So what I'm thinking with the youth thing, if y'all was to turn Melanie Fitness into a center for kids or young adults and adults to come together, that y'all can have those type of incentives. Like, okay, for instance, you do an exchange. How we do? It's right at the tip of my tongue. I was just talking about it. Like you basically will set up all the in-services to deal with technical trades. That's what I want to say, trades. So one booth will be, example, fixing cars, and they'll have a little engine up there, and the kids could go there and play with it and try it. Electricity, and you got, this is how you split, and this one. You see what I'm saying? I like we're staying trying. I got you, boo. But we're gonna have to step it up just a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Gonna come with some hardcore shit. Because yeah, you're gonna have to empower the people so they can fill the positions. So when you have little science fairs, chess clubs. Yep, my son was in chess in 3rd grade. Don't get fucked up. He hard-headed now, but he was in chess. You know, those type of things. So I do like what Stan was saying, but I do think it needs to be a little bit more. Okay, what else were we talking about? Okay, I'm making my way back because we're gonna get to Miss Cassandra. Okay, y'all. Yeah, they like, when's she gonna talk about? Let's see how long Grace Levi is not gonna say the obvious. Okay, so let me just cut it the hell out. Now, another issue that we were talking about, not only just branch off with the job situation, but he mentioned that there's an issue with staffing. So it's an issue with staffing, and they mentioned that before. And when they were looking for a bigger budget, like for the water departments, you remember that the rapping water department man got mad a little bit. And I think that's when he a little bit turned on Henyard because he was like, this shit is too much. And then the video came about him about being a rapping thug, whatever. All right. So he was complaining about not having a budget for workers because the calls was so high. So what are we going to do now when we don't know the debt and what would be the budget and how, if you need employees, how would you retain them and actually get them? These are realistic things you have to talk about. Like, where's this money coming from? How will the training work? And what type of person are you looking for? How are you going to get them in there? Boom. Next thing we brought up, that damn water bill, dog. I knew it was going to come back up because it never got addressed. It's yelling. I hate her. Stink, stink. And I said, nobody really addressed this water bill thing. I did a whole little thing on it and I put it out there. I said, these people, the meters never got fixed. They're doing an estimate bill. I would have been had a fucking hell of water. Give me an estimate bill and I feel for a second that the shit is off. Oh no. And then I have to call you every month to schedule a reading. But then when you remember, y'all, when we would listen to Napoleon's objection and then they had the utilities person doing their little testimony, you know, we were listening. They go around wherever part Napoleon live at and just scan it with the thing. And I think they said that his scanner, like the transmission got blocked at one point. Y'all remember that? So they don't even have that equipment in Dolton. So it's an equipment issue, is an estimated bill issue that has not been addressed all this time. And this is, I think, way before Henyard went in, and they were all trustees. That's why I said we gotta pay attention to the facts and stop the bashing at this point because y'all got some shit to fix. It was cute and fun before, but nah, not when I'm still hearing about the water thing to this day. The same thing that Trina was on the news for. Am I tripping? Or am I tripping? All right, moving forward. This is the last thing where we're going to hit it on the head. And I got to say it. Hold on. No, we got more. Hold on. Just before I hit it on the head, we're going to go over these lawsuits when we do the deep dive, just to make sure that we know what's going on. So, okay, no, that's what I was going to look into, the Next Star one. So we did talk about that, the Next Star. I was like, what is that? And that's a Freedom of Information request. So we went over that, $52,000 and more coming. But they being nice to me, so I love it. And the most important thing that I'm gonna have to just say is I understand what y'all saying. Okay, when it comes to Missy, dun, 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 I'm gonna have to put her on the screen this time. Put her on the glass. I'm gonna have to say I'm heavily disappointed. I am. Okay. Let me just give y'all a little background, just not long, but the reason why I am the way I am. I grew up around really rough women. my grandmother's more rough than my mother. Grandma, shut up, sit down, don't cry. But at the end of the day, she showed me actions of love, and I grew into that. That's not the best because I'm pretty much over that. I don't like all of that. But as a kid, you kind of get acclimated to that, and then you see good in people, and then you see that they got flaws. That's probably what y'all see in me, where I could get it because I've been around those women like that, and you like, oh, I don't know how to take her, like da 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 da, until you give someone a chance. That's why I just kept saying, at least give her a chance, because I knew she had that strong demeanor, but then I felt like it's still good in her. But I have to say, calling someone a little girl needs to get a life. Now, I don't know if that resident is telling the truth, but I don't think she's lying. And the interaction to cause anxiety, dun, 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 I got to mention it to, that is a little bit too much. And that's not what Dolton need. No, Dolton need love, compassion, not to be taken for advantage and shucked and jive, with that compassion, with focus, diligence, and a plan, not jabbing, not talking around shit. And if I'm gonna tell y'all now, I ain't never scared. I'm gonna still come to this day when it comes to Alexis. But if I heard House, Brittany, all of them talking in circles, I would say something. I ain't never scared. Just like I just said with Stan, baby, I love you. Well, you go ahead and step it up. And I'm not seeing the talking in circles because I'm quick to highlight it. So when someone is addressing you directly and they're asking about, and even if they're coming off a little weird to you, in that position as running for mayor, I have to say it is not acceptable at all. That's why I won't run for public politics, because ain't nobody gonna shut me up about decor. Say what the hell I want to say. But when you about to run for those things, you have to represent properly. Also, to highlight, we are all God's children, and like I said, you be saying, people saying all this shit, but you're a reflection of God. He gonna get you. The people out there know what the hell I'm talking about. Not everybody gonna get that. So I have to say, that's not acceptable. I don't like it. I did hear something about a statement about Alexis. I do feel the same statement. I have to be honest. The same statement that Cassandra said, that the residents are unlearned. I believe she's unlearned about some things, and y'all know it. And I think the reason why I have and still I got compassion for her, because I got compassion for anyone, is because she remind me of women who I grew up with. And yes, they be thinking that my mama be, oh, my Jimmy Machu, my Jimmy Machu. I'm like, girl, I don't care about your pocketbook. So I grew up around bougie ass women that kind of be like, rah. So that's probably why, like I said, I have more of affinity, but they not, like I say, if it be too much hateful, too much this, too much that, is good to not deal with it. And that's why I'm gonna be honest. That's why I don't deal with a lot of people in my family right now. I can't. That's why I say I can't even not tell the truth, because I'm not beat for the drum. I'm not beat for the not listening, talking over you, your feelings. This what I'm doing. So I'm not mad at y'all. But what I will say, just for your sake, move with a little bit of integrity, because you can't expect somebody to have more integrity than you when you sounding like a little ass kid. Shots fired to some shit I've been seeing in Dolton. I say, yo, y'all motherfuckers kids. Go look at, and I just ran it down when it comes to Madam Cassandra, because I know a lot of people wanted to hear, like, why the fuck is Grace not really saying it? Because I was having hope that people would just be grown, respectful, loving, and focus on the situation and get the facts out. I was just praying. But for the resident to come out and say that, and then she not at the meeting to represent herself, Cause if I was running, I'll be all up in that meeting trying to run y'all asses over. Even though y'all hate me, I'll be like, it's okay. I'm trying. Yup. I'll be outside. I mean, you're gonna have to stick to your shit. So yeah, I'm still it's gonna be messy and I ain't gonna have nothing to do with it and still, but like I said, the comments that I read, I was like, yo, I need you guys to read half of the shit that y'all put down in the comments and choose your youngest child that can talk, walk, pee, and potty and ask yourself would they say that shit. And then you're gonna know that you living in your second childhood and instill the behavior. It's not acceptable, but do your thing. So again, I want to say a shout out to all my moms. I love you guys. Honeymoon. You already know because you've been watching, and you the first person that really started realizing that my shit was coming out synchronized. And I told y'all I'm gonna predict things, not by choice, but by spirit. Some things I just say, and I be like, "What the did I say that?" And everybody in the room look at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with her? Where'd that come from?" I'll be like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble again." And then I ride it out, and then the truth come out. You know what I'm saying? So I love, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna add all the buffer in the inside. You know what we do? Make it a deep dive. We're gonna cut it up and then have it on replay so y'all can watch the Focus Live. How about that? So with all that being said, thank you for being here. Thank my 20 people that put it on replay. I know y'all gonna be here afterwards because I broadcast a little different. But until then, love and blessings to all my Hebrew brothers that let me use your music. I appreciate you for spreading God's word through music. Shout out to Judah. Much love.
Let everything that have breath allow y'all. Eyes up, but every knee go